way possible.
Your Miami Heat, 37. The winning team, 51. Fans, please direct your attention to center court.
You take a look at the visitors. Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the visiting team. And that's it for halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, you know, C.J. McCollum has been really making an impact here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Jalen Williams out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Jalen Wells. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's McCollum at the point. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Pass to McCollum. Outside LaVine. Here's the three. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist.
3 points.
McCollum's got his third assist of the night.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Stolen by Hero. Pass to Powell. Let's go with a three. Adebayo. And the tip in on the offensive boards. Adebayo's got 13.
Well, Adebayo's going to go after that offensive board. He is relentless in his effort.
Williams passes to McCollum. Launches it. Jaquez grabs the board. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. It's an 18-point game. Well, Coach, since entering the league, Jaime Jaquez Jr. has been lauded for his strong fundamentals.
Yeah, B.A., he's got tremendous footwork, makes great use of the pump fake, and he is a tough physical player who can finish in traffic or hurt you in the post.
There's McCollum with the three. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Jaquez finds Hero. Here's Adebayo. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Williams. Harris passes to Williams. Fires from deep. And it's McCollum. That time on the assist from Williams. McCollum's got 21.
I just love the ball movement.
Miami has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Powell outside. Pass to Hero. Takes the three. Knocks down the triple. 7 points in the game.
Well, there's the answer from Hero. One of the best from three-point range in the league.
Larson's checked in for Miami. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
For three, McCollum. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
For three, Powell. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Well, you got to chase Powell off that three-point line, or he's gonna make you pay.
Outside LaVine. Pass to McCollum. There's the three. Rebound Miami. Inside, here's Hero. Good D by Harris.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making makes us a dangerous team. Back to you.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Ware's checked in for Miami. Fontecchio comes in for Jaquez. Doubled by McCollum. Hero finds Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Well, even at this stage in his career, Powell explodes off the floor. Big vertical.
For three, McCollum. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pass to Ware. Back to Powell. From downtown. Here's Larson. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Levine. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. There's McCollum with the three. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Hero against McCollum. A clear look for Hero. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Levine gets the bucket.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Davion Mitchell, Khalil Ware out there with Simone Fontecchio. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Larson in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Out to the right wing. Here's Ware. The three-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Van Vliet outside. Back to Filipowski. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Miami. Mitchell up top, guarded by Van Vliet. And he gets the bucket.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Pass to Hachimura. From deep. The rebound by Ware. The Heat have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Adebayo, that's good.
Well, defensively, if you're letting Adebayo get rolling, it's time to rethink your approach.
And here's Filipowski. Hachimura left side. The three ball. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Mitchell, the pass to Fontecchio to the left wing. Adebayo in the post. Working on Filipowski. Adebayo, that's good.
I'll tell you, Bam is having a massive impact on this game. They just can't stop him.
Back to Van Vliet. Beyond the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Van Vliet's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That'll be a second foul of the game. As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
The shot by Filipowski, no good. Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Powell. Hachimura with a rebound.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time you just couldn't get it done.
Pass to Sexton. Shoots over Hero. And all around the rim that time before dropping. 16 points for Colin Sexton.
Well, Sexton is a guy that defenses label as a scorer, and it's on display in this.
And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his third foul so far. Strother's checked in for De Silva.
Away team. Number 45.
1:46 left in the final quarter. Miami moving it around. Down low. And finished off by Adebayo.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get prime-time positioning inside.
Back to Van Vliet. Jacks up a three. Jaquez grabs the board. The Heat have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Horton Tucker, he's checked in for Strother.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
And the basket by Horton Tucker.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it. Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Fred Van Vliet. Shed, he's checked in for Horton Tucker. And for Tyler Hero, people immediately think of the shooting, but there's much more to his game, Coach.
Yeah, B.A., look, he's much improved as a playmaker. As a rookie, he only averaged about 2 assists, but last year I think he was over 5, and he gives a consistent effort at the defensive end of the floor.
Here's Jaquez. And again, no good by Miami. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. He drops it from range.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.